year, has no record this year, and he's up against a tough wrestler, Ron Miller, from Nazareth, Pennsylvania. He's a junior. Epperly, a sophomore.
Epperly was runner-up in the Easterns last year, and Miller placed 5th. Miller from Nazareth. Mark Persigian, the deputy mayor at Nazareth, thought he'd be down here tonight. Probably has some business to tend to. But there's Epperly caught, turning around and going the other way. Miller just caught him off guard, and we have an injury. Earlier this year, Epperly stayed out of a meet because of an injury.
This one looked like it might be in the face or the eye this time. We'll see. We'll take a look at it on replay.
Spun around, and
I think it was the shoulder, the left shoulder of Miller.
He let out a yell right there. I mean, Epperly got hurt from day one when they collided. And that was just after a few seconds, ticked off the clock.
I don't know. I thought it might have been that. Let's see what the injury is.
It could have been the shoulder. And again, Shell, I point out that they reduced the injury time in collegiate wrestling to 1.5 minutes. And they must read it off after a minute, after 30 seconds, after whatever it is. But Epperly sustained an ankle injury, and he was out of the lineup, and there was a question.
Larry, I don't know whether what kind of injury that was. Looked like he got hit in the face, but it's hard to tell. Favoring the left ankle a little bit, but in any event, he's ready to go again.
They thought Buzz Miras was going to make his appearance, and they, at the last minute, put Epperly in, and he's down by 2. And I think Miller's going to let him up. Score now 2-1.
Miller figuring better on his feet, better chance for the takedown. Kind of surprising he would let him up that quickly in the match.
Well, if you know your opponent's hurting and you're a good takedown man, you can wrestle him better on his feet, because he has to, if he's got an ankle or knee injury, he's got to protect that extremity. And it's both tactical and smart. No takedown. Nice breakaway whizzer put in there by Epperly. Epperly, as I said, placed 2nd in the Easterns last year, and Miller took a 5th. Again, sweeps in and drops him with a nice cross sweep on the ankle, and it's now 4-1.
We'll look at that one again, Larry.
Watch the cross sweep of the ankle. There it goes down underneath. Epperly comes back up. He just spins, goes the other way, sweeps down, picks up that left ankle, and I think that ankle is bothering Epperly. You can see again, it's tough to wrestle on 1.5 legs. 1:30 left in the first period. 4-2 score. Miller in the lead again, takes that ankle pick and is working the same combination successfully 3 times. It's a 6-2 score.
Neutral.
6-3, 1 minute to go, first period. Wilkes leading 6-0 in team score at the moment, and Ron Miller leading John Epperly 6-3 in the bout score at the moment here in the first period. All the points in this first period, 3 takedowns by Miller and 3 escapes by Epperly. And Miller tries for a 4th one, but he's too close to the edge and does not get it. We'll look at the last takedown again, Larry. This is the third one.
Sets up, ducks under, sweeps down, picks up that outside leg, keeps control of the far shoulder, the far elbow, and drives his opponent to the mat. We had said in the stand-up shell that the lightweight bouts belong to Wilkes, and lehigh strength have to be coming in the middle. Epperly not able to connect, and they cross the line with 5 seconds to go in the first period.
First bit of offensive wrestling by Epperly in the bout. He has been on the defense most of the first period, and the period will conclude with a 6-3 lead for Ron Miller of Wilkes. The Colonels leading 6-0 in team score at the moment.
Neutral.
The official, Freddie Richardson.
Ready?
Ron Miller 2-0 this season. John Epperly, 2nd in the Easterns last year, is wrestling his first match.
No riding time of any consequence at the moment. It favors Ron Miller, former Blue Eagle, now wrestling for the Colonels.
Last year, Epperly won 21, lost 10, had 2 ties. He was 1-2 in the NCAA finals after going 3-1 in the EIWAs.
Again, ducking underneath. No takedown so far. Epperly trying to break across. Steps over. Still no takedown, and they both go over the line. Now,
so Epperly ran out of mat there. Had he had a little more mat to work with, he might possibly have turned that around.
Well, he countered a nice move by Miller. Miller going under. And Epperly blocked and stepped across, but they ran out of mat space. That looks like a brand new mat they have down there this year, Shell.
It does.
And about $8,000 a copy. That's a substantial investment. Shrug.
Epperly misses that ankle. Miller a little fast. I think Freddie Richardson may be getting a little antsy here and may well call a stalling warning on someone. Half a minute to go in the second period. Freddie doesn't waste a lot of time. He thinks you ought to get 8 minutes of wrestling if you're not going to have a fall.
30 seconds.
Or 7 minutes.
There's the takedown, and now it makes it 8-3. And he lets him up. So it's domination on his feet by Miller. Shrug attempt by Epperly.
Epperly just having no success at all in trying to match Miller on his feet. Miller seems to be faster, and Epperly wrestling defensively is not able to turn it around. Well, look at that last takedown. This is the 4th one by Miller.
Again, he goes up underneath right here, just shrugs, just ducks on, pulls that thigh, has control of the left elbow, and goes around the back.
Probably Miller will not let him up this time now. Third period, he wants to, does not want to give up another point. Epperly works his way out of it, but will need a takedown and some other combination to get back in here. He trails 8-5.
Well, he feels I've got 4 takedowns, and I feel confident that I can get number 5. And that's what it takes, a little bit of confidence. No ifs. On the other hand, Epperly has to throw caution to the wind because he can't, with a minute and a half to go, ride out in a neutral position when he's down by 3.
1:27 to go, third period. Ron Miller, Wilkes College, leading 8-5 over John Epperly of Lehigh. Colonels leading the brown and white by a score of 6-0 in team score.
Again,
Miller
same
is
combination.
going to do it again.
Beautiful combination.
And
but Epperly got out of it. Now Epperly came back and pulled the same thing on him. It really was a switch of the same combination of holds.
Epperly is going to have the same problem that Regan had in the first bout. He now lets him up. It's 9-7. Now he's going to try to work it if he can. But he is not getting it. Now he gets it, and he's got a tie, 9-9.
And now we have timeout for Miller.
I have to tell you, Larry, Epperly really wrestling flat in that first 6 minutes, and it really didn't look like he was having much of a chance at all to stay with Miller, and we have a 9-9 tie.
Well, you could see what was happening. Miller started to tire, and that's why Epperly started to counter and start getting his takedown. So I think we have a momentary rest here that's going to help Miller out, get his win back. And
here's the second one, Larry.
Okay, close to a takedown, but right there, the pressure points, the supporting points of Miller were down, and Lehigh's Epperly was on top. The score now is tied at 9-all with 49 seconds to go.
John Reese is going to let Ron Miller take as much of that injury time as he possibly can. Now Ron seems to be fit. It's coming back on the mat. 49 seconds to go. We've got a tie. Lehigh needs this one in order to hang in here or go down by 9 points. Miller is going to take the down position. Actually, and now gets the escape. And now it's a 10-9 lead. Epperly must get the takedown to win. If he is held off by Miller, he will lose. tying up. And Epperly is down in a 2-point takedown by Miller, and Epperly is injured again. And not only does he lose 2, but he again is injured, and that may be all that he's going to wrestle tonight. He really looks like he is in bad shape. Let's look at that takedown.
Again, he ducks under, gets to this point, and just gets pancaked. Really was a nice counter move. And again, I think it's that ankle that's bothering him more, not while he grimaces and grabs his head. There's no more time advantage left. So it is the knee or the ankle that's bothered Epperly. And it's the same reason why we didn't think he was going to wrestle tonight. Put up a game battle, but against a competitor like Ron Miller, you need all your faculties and all your parts working well. 15 seconds to go, but I think Miller will give up the 2 points and just let it ride, and nothing will happen. And the final score will be 12-11, and he gives him an escape at the buzzer, and it ends up 13-11. Final score, Ron Miller.
So Ron Miller wins 13-11. Wilkes College moves out ahead of Lehigh by a score of 9-0. We'll be back with more wrestling in just a moment.